South? North. Yeah, north. So heading north up the old False River there in New Roads. Not a bad day to actually get out there. Pretty mild start. We're like in the 60s all over the place. Looking like a pretty good day today into the weekend as well. Steve's got it all worked out.
He sure does. We here in Baton Rouge have been about, what, 62 to start?
Yeah.
Our friends in New Roads, what, about 60 degrees, Steve? Is that still what you're seeing right now?
Yeah, most of us in the low 60s. There's been some upper 50s in southwest Mississippi, so not bad at all. We're actually running a little bit above normal on our morning temps. The main thing we've been tracking overnight this morning was a little bit of fog, but really not a major issue here locally. Just some modest reductions in visibility. Earlier in the morning, Gonzales got down to a mild visibility, but that's been just about it. Temperature-wise, you guys were asking, New Roads now at 61, Baton Rouge 62, so most of us in the low 60s. Macomb, though, checking in at 59. There's that live look up on False River once again, so you can see a little bit hazy, maybe some light fog, but not a major issue to start out on this Friday morning. We do have the overcast conditions, and we'll call it mostly cloudy today, but I do think we'll get at least a few breaks in the clouds, even with some clouds around. A bit warmer today, low 70s at noon, highs in the mid 70s. Now, I can't completely rule out a stray shower this afternoon, this evening, but I think the vast majority of us stay dry. That changes, though, next week. We continue to give you a first alert, a heads up to the potential of not only some storms early next week, some of those could be strong. So here we go. We're on the European model. Forgot to have my pause in there, but the bottom line is during the day on Monday, a warm front starts to lift inland. That should trigger at least scattered showers and a few storms late in the day Monday. But the main event looks to be overnight Monday into Tuesday morning as this cold front moves in from the west. So this is around daybreak on Tuesday, approaching 6 a.m., showing it pretty active with storms rolling through. Lunchtime on Tuesday, still showing some rain in parts of southeast Louisiana, and then Tuesday afternoon and evening has us drying out as the cold front continues off to the east. Now, in terms of rain amounts next week, Storm Prediction Center has a ½ inch to an inch and a quarter on average. We'll welcome some more rain. Some of the latest guidance coming in this morning trending even a little bit wetter. The European showing 1 to 2 inches of rain for much of our area with the next system, and the GFS has also come in a bit wetter, showing 1 to 2.5 inches of rain. So we would welcome the soaking. The issue is the potential of those strong storms. Forgot to put the graphic in there, but we still have a level 2 out of 5. Slight risk of severe weather posted Monday into Tuesday morning, Metro Baton Rouge to the north. This weekend should be pretty quiet, pretty nice. Highs in the low to mid 70s. A bit more sunshine Saturday and Sunday. We'll get those rains in here late Monday and Tuesday. Once the rain and the storms are out of here, it turns much cooler for the second half of next week. A high of only 60 on Wednesday. Thanksgiving morning could be waking up to upper 30s. Only have highs in the low 60s, but partly cloudy and dry. Looks good for Black Friday as well. Maybe a few showers returning that following weekend. All right, 7:06. So, Johnny, I know you were tracking some trouble on the basin earlier. Looks like you're in Baton Rouge right now. How are we doing with traffic?
All lanes on the basin are open westbound. Had an earlier car fire about 2 miles before you get off the basin going toward Lafayette. Huge backups right now. I'm going to give you the all clear. In fact, let's take a look at that in just a second. Matter of fact, right now here in the Baton Rouge area, this is I-10 East, I-10 West, right near the Seagan Bluebonnet area as you make your way toward Mall of Louisiana. Kind of a stuck shot, but we do see a little traffic at the College Drive off-ramp, getting off on I-10 westbound right there. Our bridge traffic has slowed down a little bit coming in from Port Allen into the Baton Rouge area on I-10 East, but the westbound side looks really good. Take you out to our map, and as Steve was mentioning earlier, westbound was just bumper to bumper right past Whiskey Bay all the way to almost Henderson. All of that's cleared up now from an earlier wreck and car fire. But already this morning at 7 o'clock, we're looking at almost a 2-mile backup heading up toward Whiskey Bay on I-10 eastbound. That's going to be the case all day today, tomorrow, and Sunday. They hope to have that repair finished by Monday. But for folks traveling this weekend and today, anybody you know coming from the west toward the east and crossing the basin, get on the phone and tell them they will need to get off in Lafayette, go up to Opelousas and take 190 because they'll be sitting in traffic. Yesterday we had 7-8 mile backup at one point, and that's only going to get worse this weekend. 7:07, we go back to Studio B. We do it every single morning. It's called 9 News Now, where we wrap up our morning headlines for you and make sure you are alerted to a couple of things that are more important that we might have covered this morning in 9 News this morning. Matt and Liz, back to you.
Johnny, thanks. And today we start off with a new Crime Stoppers alert out of Livingston Parish. The sheriff's office is investigating a home burglary, but it's something outside of the home that they stole, allegedly.
A water pump.
Yeah.
A water pump. So it's a home burglary of a water pump. And here's the thing, they got a photo, couple photos, and a decent look at least one of the people they believe is responsible for this.
Yeah.
You got the hood over here over the eyes, and maybe you can't really tell over here, but this is a pretty good shot at one of the people that investigators think is responsible for this. There's a Facebook post about this. This is Springfield, early morning, November 15th. Water pump,
yes.
reportedly stolen. Why? No idea, but they very much like to find them.
That's why, if they look familiar to you, go ahead and share this story. Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office would like to talk with them about this incident.
Yes, very much a conversation. Okay, we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Some taxes, potentially new taxes on the books in St. Helena Parish that would be funding pieces of parts of the school district going forward, right? A couple months ago, they had a deadly school shooting on one of their campuses. These taxes potentially could help to fund some security issues.
That's what the superintendent there, Dr. Kelly Joseph, was talking about. They're pushing this on tomorrow's ballot, or today if you have an absentee ballot, making sure that people in the parish know that this is for education in the sense of keeping kids safe.
Sure.
The money would potentially go towards maybe more school resource officers on campus, ensuring that the school safety system is up to date. All the measures to keep students safer in the building following that deadly shooting, about 2 months ago?
About 2 months ago.
So this is going to voters on that measure tomorrow. Last night, the St. Helena Parish School District hosting a meeting for parents and people in the community to understand what they're voting for here.
Sales tax, property tax, they think it could be about $2 billion annually. So jump on the story, find out what it's all about. Get out there and make your choice. Speaking of making your choice, Election Day tomorrow.
Got some big races on that ballot statewide, from Attorney General to Secretary of State to State Treasurer, on top of number of runoff races for a number of different seats in various parishes. Tomorrow, you have to make your voice known, especially for those additional 4 constitutional amendments that we are all voting on. Tomorrow, we are your election headquarters here. Dion Guillory is going to have the results as they come in tomorrow night. It's going to be a big day as we find out some of those big races, too.
You're right. Big day. Big day. All right. I want to let you know about the big days to come, right? It is next week, Thanksgiving week. You're looking at a whole bunch of birds right here. Everything is going to cost a little bit more, still dealing with some inflation issues. So where can you find some of the good stuff, or what are we dealing with when it comes to putting a meal on the table?
The Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank seeing that in real time, right? Not only are they feeding people year-round, but especially this Thanksgiving, they've got an influx of people who are relying on them to provide that Thanksgiving meal, because this year, times are tough. It's hard to even budget for that big meal.
So one of the things that they're doing, they're bringing back, and so Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank working with WAFB and Associated Grocers, Coca-Cola, the red bags are back. Liz, this is so easy to be a part of. All you got to do at the checkout is be a part of this.
You can't miss it. You'll see those red bags there with this logo.
Yes.
And there are a number of locations to do that, Matt. In fact, we've got a list of all of the Associated Grocer locations where you can pick up a red food bag. You don't even have to go to the food bank to do it. While you're checking out with your own groceries, just say, hey, I want to buy a $10 food bag for the food bank, and that goes to feed a local family in need for the holidays. Now, this food drive, we're doing this all the way through Christmas. So if you're thinking, okay, I got to get that Thanksgiving meal, you can do that this weekend. We just kicked off that food drive today. Go ahead, $10 is all it takes to feed a local family.
So simple.
Yeah.
So that's one great way to be a part of helping donate and make sure, right? What if you are in need?
Yeah.
Our digital team has put together a one-stop shop kind of a story. All the different kind of meal giveaways happening in our area right here.
There's actually 2 happening tomorrow, including one at the Department of Public Safety Services. It's kind of like near the LSP headquarters there off of Independence Boulevard. For that one, though, you do need to bring proof of address, something that proves that you are an EBR resident. We had some calls asking, say, hey, I live on the other side of the river. Can I come? No, but there are a number of other events that you can attend to pick up a turkey and a meal.
So right there, check out the story. It's waiting for you. I want to let you know, of course, White Light Night coming back to Mid-City tonight. It is a gigantic stretch of property here. We're talking art, we're talking music, we're talking food. It is a great evening.
Make your way there. 6 to 10 tonight, all along Government, and then a tip of Government where it meets Jefferson. So support our local vendors, our local business owners. If you want to keep them in business this holiday season, please, this is a great way to do it.
It's a great way to find something maybe you don't know about, right?
Yeah.
It's just, hey, I didn't even know this place was all that happening tonight. I want to let you know the Baton Rouge General lighting up the holidays again. This begins tomorrow?
Yes, it does. Saturday night, that Bluebonnet campus, you will see Baton Rouge General all lit up in their holiday lights. It's a spectacular time. If you've got family coming in for the Thanksgiving holiday, it might be a good time to go out there and see the lights.
How about some from nights through Lions and Tigers? We got Southeastern Lions, LSU Tigers on the court tonight.
Yeah.
It's LSU and Southeastern a little basketball.
How about it? Louisiana beat ball. Okay. And what about the men over on Southern?
So men and women, in fact, you've got both the men and women on the road, but their preseason schedules are just crazy. The Southern women are taking on Miami today as their preseason gets going. I mean, it's stacked teams. The men are in the land of Lincoln, taking on Western Illinois before they then take on Illinois a little bit later on. So basketball, plenty. Guys, we got football going on. Steve, you mentioned it as well earlier. The second to last home game for Jaden Daniels at Tiger Stadium tomorrow.
I know. So he's making that Heisman run, right? And,
You're right.
It's kind of uphill because the 3 losses LSU has.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a big platform going forward. You got Georgia State tomorrow night, 11 a.m. kickoff against A&M the following week. So it'd be nice to get out there and support them regardless. I know Georgia State is not the same, doesn't draw the same crowd as some of, Bama, some of the other games. But get out there, and the weather's going to be beautiful.
Can't believe the football season. It seems like we were just talking about LSU football starts next week, and now 2 games, and that's it.
I know it goes by too fast.
Too fast.
It really does.
Well,
it really does. Steve,
basketball Tigers. So there we go.
How about it? Okay, so Johnny's gearing up. He's got his tie on. Support all the Tigers.
LSU baseball, they got their purple and gold.
Purple and gold.
Well, LSU baseball, Purple and Gold World Series beginning today, tomorrow, and Sunday. That's free at Alec Box.
Yeah.
So, if you want a little baseball, a little fall ball. I mean, look, opportunities everywhere. So, yeah, good opportunities.
Oh, we love to see it. Stay with us here. We'll have another check of your weather, traffic, and news headlines coming up today.
The winning play is the Buy Here, Sell Here event at the Team Automotive Group. Buy here and save on hundreds of certified and pre-owned vehicles. Or sell here and we'll pay you top value. Buy here or sell here and you'll be the winner at every location of the Team Automotive Group.